Patricia O'Connor and Reva Darcy here. Today we have a much cooler, beautiful fall looking day. It's a little overcast. It's really making the contrast in the color, the fall colors that we're finally now starting to see in our maple, in our Trident Maple. It's really kind of sharp. And on the leeward side of our ball cypresses, they're starting to fall up some. So finally good to see all of that, all of those really, really pretty colors. We're having ourselves a much nicer day. Everybody got watered early on, and our temperatures they're already dropping from where they were, but we didn't get quite as hot today. I am looking at trees and looking at what will be next to come in on the bench and either maybe have their wires removed or not have their wires removed. Meanwhile, we have one that's currently on the bench that in the house that we will be rewiring tonight, and I'm looking forward to that. Everything's still kind of all just rightly wet from where it got watered a few hours ago, and our temperatures are so kind of temperate right now that they're all fine just to hang out like that. But I'm really enjoying this weather. I really appreciate the break, and I think the trees do too. Maybe not the oaks, probably aren't minding it either way. They just seem to get more active in hotter weather. But a little quick look. I'm just kind of doing a little quick look at all of our guys. Now this is one of those, I would say, pretty good moments. You know, we have our trees by and large are looking well. They seem to be flourishing, and we seem to have most of our issues seem to be pretty well behind us. You know, there's a little less to worry about currently. Dare I say, all's well. I don't want to tempt fate or nothing, but at the same time, this is a good time to just appreciate how nice everything's looking and how we're going into the start of our year, in the start of our growing year. And I say that because that's just kind of my attitude. What the tree produced at the end of summer and at the end of fall with its photosynthesis, and then once we drop the leaves, then it's the time for the tree to work on the roots, and it's all the stuff that it's banked away from the past year will go to the places where it all goes, or it will help to produce the things that it all produces. And since there's a lot more going on underneath the soil in the fall and winter, then to me that's like the start of the year. What happens to the growth that we see in the spring is pushed out of the root growth that we saw in the winter, or that we didn't see going on below the surface in the winter. So in that way, this is kind of like the beginning of the year to me for trees. And I think we're going into the beginning of the year with a good start. Everybody's had a little time to get over our wiring shenanigans and our potting shenanigans, and everybody's back on a food program. I need to go back through here and put out more biogold. Some of the stuff is lacking a nugget or two of biogold, probably from where I drug them in the house and then didn't replenish. But yeah, note to self. Yeah, that's just about all I have going on here. There's not really a whole lot to show, except that I'm just really enjoying this weather and how everything's looking, and I'm just kind of taking a moment to appreciate while we have it, while everybody's behaving. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Tonight's little post will be where we're going to wire up a Shohin Japanese black pine that's in a terracotta pot. And while we will be doing that, kind of alluded to it in an earlier video in part 1 that I'm not going to try to wire it in the same way that it got wired originally. And by that I mean I wired a straight tree originally and bent it in to some of my Cheerio shapes, while at the same time now I've cut that tree loose from all of those wires, and I'm looking forward to wiring it, but I will approach it as a tree that is a different shape than the one I started with. So I'm not really going to try to sew a wire around and around and around in a spiral on a 65-degree or 45-degree, whatever I would choose, axis. It's more like I'm going to take the circles that are holding their shape and kind of wire them back together, and just kind of go through. And yeah, the tree is doing really well at holding its own shape, and I think I need to do less wire anyway on that for that reason, but I don't think that means I can get away without it, just because I don't want it to grow out of what we've done. So yeah, like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Our next drop will be, our next production will be tonight, when we're going to do some nice work to a little Shohin Japanese black pine, and then after that we'll probably bring in another one for more of the same. There are a couple there that I need to remove some wire on, and then doing a little bit more of a rewire. I appreciate you, and my little dog Frida appreciates you, and thank you so much for watching.